Understanding economics within 1 minute. So in the factor market, in a real life example, the bread business, factor market, they sell capital, which in this case is going to be bread making machines and other resources. There's entrepreneurship, the people that started the business, the land, which is a place where the business is going to operate, and labor, which are the workers that are going to be operating the machines, right? So they come into the production market. All of these factor market, they start producing, they start turning resources into outcome, which is making the bread. And then we have the goods market. The goods market then takes this bread and then sells it to individual household. Then the financial market comes in when the company needs a bank to hold their finances, insurance policies to protect their land, to protect their infrastructure. Comment below on what topics you want me to cover.
Hello everyone, welcome to another session. Today we are going to be looking at grade 12 economics. We are going to be looking at monopoly as a market structure. Let's look at this question. 4.2, study the graph below and answer the questions that follow. So the diagram is showing monopoly, economic loss of a monopoly. What is an economic loss? How do you identify an economic loss? So we start by studying the diagram so that we are in a position to answer the questions. You're going to see that as we study the diagram, we are actually answering maybe 80% of the questions that the examiner would have given us. So in this case, the monopoly is making an economic loss. So what is an economic loss? An economic loss occurs when average cost is greater than average revenue. That means the cost to produce the unit is more than the revenue that we are going to receive for producing that particular unit. That becomes an economic loss. Now, let's see if that is actually the case. So where do we start from? We always start from the profit maximization point or the loss minimizing point, which is letter C in this case. Letter C is our equilibrium point. It's our equilibrium point because this is where MR is equal to MC. So a business maximizes profit or minimize losses when marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. What does that mean in simple terms? It means that this is the point at which the business should produce. This is the point at which